Hi there, this is Joanne. I'm just showing you a preview of a new little painting I'm doing. Possibly it could have some words, I'm not sure. I started off on the background with chalk paint and just made an impression look of the beach with water. And then I decided, what can I put on it? So I thought about putting some seagulls, my happy things when I go down to the beach. And then I'm just outlining a nice little shell here, and also another one in front of it. And I'm not sure how I'm going to make it a little more contemporary piece of work today. And I'll just show you a couple things how I outline. And what I do now is I just outline it with putting the blue on the inside where the shell would come together, dip it in a little bit of water, and then spread it out like this. So this is kind of phase one, and I'll keep you posted for phase two. Hey, it's Joe back here again. I wanted to show you what I've been doing. This is still part of phase one. First of all, I forgot to tell you what I'm painting on. This is called a panel, a painting panel, and I'll turn it upside down for you to see. It's made out of wood on the outside, on the back, and this inside is wood as well. It's a really nice painting medium to use if you didn't want to use paper, and it comes in handy when you want to make some signs. I did some more outlining, and because I constantly change what I'm doing at the time that I'm doing it, I thought I should show you some other things. I like to put some sandy color into this shell, so after outlining in places, I liquefy my paints. I'm using chalk paints again. Before, for the outlining, I was using watercolor just to outline it. But now I'm back to using chalk paint because they are opaque, and also because they go on so smoothly, almost like a watered down oil per se, like that, very smoothly and softly. And also they have permanency about them, which is good. They won't wash off. But I'm putting in the sand just here and there. Like I said, it's a realistic work, but mostly it's going to be contemporary because the lines are not going to be stopping from anywhere. They're just going to be continuing. Sometimes I might just say, that's enough sand. Maybe I'll just say, you know, I don't feel like doing anymore. And these are all things that make me happy at the beach. That's why I thought I'd do this little beach rendition. After I do all this is the only drawing I've done so far on the painting. I just kind of threw the background in with just putting out paint anywhere. And it kind of, in my brain, decided that it looked like water again. I love painting the beach. The more water that you put on what you're painting, the more it spreads, and the more it looks like a watercolor instead of chalk paint. But the best part about it is that it's permanent. It's not something that can come off, and it's not a shiny, plasticky look like an acrylic would be. And I kind of want to keep all of the colors that are showing through, so to make it more transparency and yet have an opaqueness about them is a good thing. I did put some white on some of the seagulls, and I like this shell right here because it's a transparent look. It shows part of the background, and yet it almost has a translucency about it. And I kind of like that too. So I'm just going to play here for a while, and I'll get back to you with the next part that I'm doing. So enjoy your day, and I'll be back. Thank you. Hey, it's Joe here again. I wanted to show you where my little painting is. I think I like the way it is, and I'd like to put a few words on it. Just something simple to go with the painting. So I chose the words search. These are all mixed up. The words really say keep searching for your shells. And I designed the font and everything on my Cricut, which is a machine that's connected to my computer. This is the machine. It's a Cricut cutter, and it's connected with technology to my computer. So I'm going to cut these letters out, and then I'm going to put them on the wooden sign that I'm creating. And once I put them on there, I'm going to trace each one and then paint each one hand free. But the thing is, I shouldn't say hand free, I should say free-handed. And there's two ways of doing words when you're doing them on a sign. You can do it that way where you can trace each one. Or you can put them on first if you're designing the whole painting from edge to edge with paint, and then lift them up after you're complete with the painting. So I'm going to show you how this is done. Hopefully it'll work. I'm going to first of all press make it right here. Now it comes out on a black template, and then I have already, first I have to put press the continue button. It loads everything into the machine. Now I go back here and I make sure the machine is set up properly, and I click on this button. And it should cut out the letters. Paper is a little wrinkled at the top, and I don't want it to get stuck while it's doing it. So it's going to cut all of these letters out individually, and then once it's finished, I'm going to, it's got a backing on the vinyl. This is called vinyl. And the backing comes off, and you can put it onto the sign, and then I can trace it and paint it in color. So I will show you the rest of it shortly. Hi, it's Jo again. This is the last time on this painting, this sign, that I'm going to be videoing it. I wanted you to see how I do the letters. Remember, I had made the vinyl letters on my machine, and I put them on, they have sticky backs. I put them on the wood over my painting. And then I decided after a few tries on this green color, because the beach has green and blue. And so I just started painting the letters after I took the vinyls up. It's quite easy, and I'll show you how. I have my vinyl pick a rubber, I call it. All you do is take the vinyl up like this and paint it. One, two. Remember I said there's two ways of doing it too. You could either put the words on like I am now, pick them up, and then paint them. Or you could put them on in the beginning. You could paint the whole board, whatever color you want the words to be. And then, once you're done painting it, this is tedious to do, but it also is the easiest part of the whole painting, I think. But if you did it the other way, as I was saying, you paint the whole wood the color of your letters, and then you paint the whole scene over all your letters. And then, once your whole painting is done, then you pick up the letters at the last. You make sure they're all correct. And then you can have it done that way. So while I'm finishing these up, I'll make it a little better. Fix all the rough edges up after. It's kind of hard to take the video and paint at the same time. The reason I use vinyls is there's no way I can have good penmanship and have all the letters done without doing them over and over and over and making a mess. So, all the letters are done, and the painting says, "Keep searching for your shells." It's kind of a modernistic, contemporary type of work, and it's very small, but it's good to show you how it's done, and it's complete. So there you go. Have a good day.